'Twas the night before Christmas, or that's what they say, and Christmas Crow knew he had to make it to Tenebrae. His bus was broken down, this ghast refused to move. But then he found a most beautiful cruise, and sooner than soon, without delay, he found himself in the land known as Tenebrae. He left gifts here and there, giving them freely away, and everyone felt joy within Tenebrae. Then he built himself a home, feeling his job here was done. We hope all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday, everyone. Live from the Tenebrae server, it's the award-winning DC News. With Disbanded Crow, Stanley Weather, and Timmy Sports. Sponsored by the Stormmasters. We bring them to you now, live. Good afternoon, I'm Disbanded Crow, coming to you once again from the Tenebrae server. Let's begin with the server-wide news. For a brief moment there, we attempted to use Dynmap here on the server. This resulted in a failure due to how large the server's world is. The sheer amount of files that compose the Dynmap was causing massive lag spikes and a few crashes, even when not in use. We may revisit Dynmap again when we upgrade. I mentioned in the last broadcast that we would look to move the Christmas tree that Adam built last Christmas from the Nether to the new Christmas Island. This has been accomplished and it looks absolutely stunning. A new Christmas Island has been constructed nearby as well, which you will see by the end of this time-lapse. All are welcome to begin placing some builds there in the hopes that it will come together into a spectacular Christmas town. There is even a Christmas song, Jingle Bells, that plays if you press a button on the side of the tree. As is becoming the norm, Taylor Crow has outfitted both Mindgrinder and Different Love with brand new outfits to fit the holiday season. Now let's move on to the Sorcerer's news. Moose, or elk if you prefer, appear to be popping up all over multiple guilds, with the most seemingly appearing at the Herbalist space. This has caused the Archmage of the Herbalist, Kavagram, to create a new organization which he calls TERP, which stands for the Elk Relocation Program. We hear that animal activist Crow would like to assist in the humane capturing and relocating of these animals. And the Herbibot's ally even, Stanleybot, was also spotted entering the TERP headquarters. Quite interesting. We will see how this story develops. Shortly after Miss Rainbow's crowning as the Archmage of the Blood Sorcerers, it was revealed that, technically speaking, Breadloafed never gave up his title as founder and Archmage of the Stormmasters. This resulted in a battle between both Breadloafed and Mr. Celio Kills to see who would be the rightful ruler of the Stormmasters. The fight took place at the Sorcerer's PvP arena, with the person scoring 10 kills first winning. Steel won this battle, scoring 10 kills, with Breadloaf scoring 7. I, for one, am very pleased that Mr. Celio Kills gets to retain his proper title of Archmage of the Stormmasters. Speaking of Miss Rainbow's crowning, now that the Blood Sorcerers have been appointed an Archmage and are no longer a part of the Fire Nation, the Archmage of the Night Sorcerers, Mindgrinder, was finally able to fulfill his wish since the start of the Sorcerers game and begin an official alliance with the Blood Sorcerers. Possibly related, shortly after this, the Night Sorcerers received what appears to be a prank in their courtyard. An obsidian egg was placed, seemingly with the purpose of spewing out chickens upon its breaking. It did not seem to work exactly as planned, however, as the only chickens that came out of it were the ones designed to provide eggs. And that's all the news I have for today. Let's move to Stanley with the weather. Aw, now isn't that nice? Thank you, Stanley, and I agree. Well, let's talk about sports, shall we? The Storm Games are almost upon us, with the love of my life, Jar Boys, and that other guy, Mr. Celio Kills, and probably some others, working really hard to get all the events ready. The 20th of December, which is the day after this broadcast should be airing, is when the Storm Games begin. And Jar Boys has stated that an official start time will be announced very shortly. I cannot wait. I absolutely plan to be there to witness all the bloodshed and fun that I can. Now, I think we do have some letters, though, so let's hear from Mailman Crow once again. Hello. Yep, Mailman Crow is back once again to go over the letters that we received at the California Post Office. The first one is from Mindgrinder to Taylor Crow. It reads, "Hey there, Taylor Crow. It's everyone's favorite archmage, Mind. I just wanted to thank you personally for the Christmas skin you made me this year, as well as the other ones too. Hope you are doing fine traveling the multiverse, designing clothes to all kinds of entities, demons, aliens, titans, Nephilims, gods, devils, space chicks, and so on. Archmage Mind. P.S. Here's a little something for you." And he included a package that is to be delivered straight to Taylor Crow as well. I'll be sure to get this to him as soon as possible. The next one is to Stanley from Different Love. It reads, "Hey Stanley, how are you doing? Thank you for attending the event at the Blood Academy. It was so nice to see you there. I was really nervous holding my short speech, but I think it went okay. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next DC News. You are always doing an amazing job. Lots of hugs, Different Love." Alrighty. This next one is to Reporter Crow from Miss Rainbow. It reads, "Hello, Reporter Crow. Blood Sorcerer Crow is doing just fine. He has been hard at work continuing his training, and I must say that I'm impressed by his dedication. I'm also very happy that you and Stanley could have made it to my crowning. I wish Timmy could have joined too. I'm sure he had important things he needed to do. Anyway, hope you are doing alright and keep up the good work. Love, Miss Rainbow." Oh, well, that's very good to hear, and I'm glad that we could make it as well. If I had known Jar Boys was going to be there, I would have made the time to come as well. I just had stuff. Right. The next one is to Reporter Crow as well, from The Secret Admirer. It reads, "Dear Reporter Crow, it was wonderful to see you and Stanley at Miss Rainbow's crowning. You were looking just as dapper as always, and Stanley was looking just as lovely. Stanley looked like he was enjoying Love's attention, and I can't blame him. They were looking great together. Hopefully one day we can look just as great. From Secret Admirer." Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you. I'm still curious as to who you might be. There were quite a few people at Miss Rainbow's crowning, but nevertheless, thank you very much for the letter. It means a lot. Then this final letter comes from, it comes from Different Love's mother. That's interesting. I didn't realize the Archmage of the Fire Nation had a mother, but I suppose, why not? It reads, "Dear Reporter Crow, I wanted to write to you and tell you how an amazing job you are doing with DC News. I'm always looking forward to my Sunday morning news with you. Keep up the good work. Love said there would be no news show this week, but you deserve a good break too, so I hope you enjoy your weekend off, and I'm looking forward to the next DC News. I will look forward to the next DC News. Love from Love's Mom." Oh, well, how about that? Those are very kind words. Thank you a lot. It really does mean a lot. Speaking of the break we took last week, I did want to address that briefly. Unfortunately, there may be some more breaks as the holiday approaches and we get to the end of the year. Speaking out of roleplay, my real-life responsibilities make it difficult and somewhat draining for me to spend the majority of my free time recording, scripting, and editing these videos. I'm not sure if there will be another DC News episode for the remainder of the year, but I can assure you that we will be back. From me to you, I hope everyone has a wonderful and safe holiday season, and a wonderful and safe end to the year 2020. It's been a particularly difficult year for everyone, and I'm so grateful for all of you. I'll see you in the next one.